What is up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Big news today after it was recently revealed that SETI, which is the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, which is an organization that monitors space for radio transmissions from other civilizations or other worlds out in space, has detected a new signal that has been traced to a sun-like star that is very similar to our own, and there are some very good signs that this is potentially artificial in nature and could very well be from an advanced civilization. So, SETI researchers who were monitoring and listening for these signals received a strong spike that came from the direction of a star in the constellation Hercules, known as HD 164595. And what is so exciting about this is that the signal fits the profile for an intentional transmission from an extraterrestrial source. Now, this new information was brought to the public eye first this past weekend by a man named Paul Gilster, who runs a blog by the name of Centauri Dreams. And we will put the link to his site talking about this down in the video description. And so what we know thus far is that this signal spike was detected a year ago, on May 15th, 2015, by the Raytan 600 radio telescope, which is located at a facility in the Russian Republic of Karachay-Cherkessia. And there's a lot of interesting things about this signal. For one, and as I stated earlier, the star with which this signal came is very much like our own sun. It's about 95 light years away, and this star system apparently already, well, at least we know that it has at least one warm Neptune-like planet called HD 16495b. And so there very well may be other planets in this system that have yet to be detected. Now, the researchers who are leading and who actually detected this signal, located in the Russian Academy of Sciences Special Astrophysical Observatory, say that this is a very good candidate for a SETI investigation and that permanent monitoring of this target is of highest priority. Now, another reason why they are so interested in this signal and why it is such a good candidate for having come from an artificial intelligence source is by the wavelength and the power of the signal itself. And so, according to Mr. Gilster, the researchers who have studied the strength of the signal have said that if it came from an isotropic beacon, that it would be a power possible only for a Kardashev Type 2 civilization. Now, if you don't know what that is, there is something called the Kardashev scale. And this scale is a method of measuring a civilization's level of technological advancement based on the amount of energy that a civilization is able to use for communication. And so the scale has three designated categories. There's a Type 1 civilization, a Type 2, and a Type 3. Now, a Type 1 civilization, also called a planetary civilization, can use and store energy which reaches its planet from a neighboring star. A Type 2 civilization, which is being related to this signal that they found, can harness energy from the entire star, something that you guys will be able to relate to as something we've been discussing in our past few videos, which is that of a Dyson sphere, which is a device that would be able to surround a star and transfer its energy to a planet. So that is the type of civilization that they are linking to the strength of this signal. And again, while we're talking about Dyson spheres, I don't have to mention again, if you follow our channel and watched our past videos, we've been talking about the mysterious star called Tabby Star that has been losing light year by year as if there was something large being built around it. Check out our last video for more information on that if you haven't seen it. So this is an amazing discovery, and they need to monitor this star system, and we need all of the telescopes that we can get aimed at this thing. And we also need to continue monitoring Proxima b, which is the new alien Earth-like planet that they recently found, because these are both two very good candidates for possible alien life. But this star system that the signal has originated from is very exciting. And it sort of goes back and may remind you of the WOW signal from 1977, when a strong narrowband radio signal was received by the Big Ear Radio Telescope at The Ohio State University that showed hallmarks of an extraterrestrial origin. Now, the WOW signal, as it's been dubbed, due to the fact that when the original printout of the signal was shown to the researchers, the word WOW was written on it, as you're seeing in this image here, when it was first detected. And you can see here where they circled the result of this signal. And so that is why it's called the WOW signal. And this signal that happened in 1977 lasted for a full 72 seconds, as they were able to observe it, and was never detected again. One thing we do know for sure is that to date, the WOW signal is considered the best candidate ever received for an alien radio transmission. Now, of course, when the WOW signal happened, some had come out and said that, hey, this could have likely been an Earth-sourced signal that had simply gotten reflected off of a piece of space debris. However, a lot of this skepticism was squashed later on, after further research showed that an Earth-borne signal would be very unlikely in this case, given the requirements of a space-borne reflector being bound to a certain unrealistic requirement to sufficiently explain the signal. It was also problematic to propose that the 1420 megahertz signal originated from Earth, since this was within the, quote, protected spectrum, which is a bandwidth reserved for astronomical purposes in which terrestrial transmitters are forbidden to transmit. Now, of course, acknowledging that there is a slight possibility that the source may have come from a military or an otherwise product of Earth-bound humans, the researchers who detected it and who have studied it since believe that the most likely explanation for the signal is from an extraterrestrial civilization. Now, recently, in a 2016 paper, there was a proposal that the diffuse head of a comet could have produced the emission found in the WOW signal, and that there had been identified a pair of comets that were in the relative vicinity of the area of space back in 1977 when the signal was seen. However, this was only a hypothesis, and the researchers who originally detected the signal analyzed this paper and found it highly unlikely that either of the two comets could have been the cause of the WOW signal. Colleagues of the researchers at Ohio State who worked in the radio observatory also agreed with his analysis and the conclusions that these were definitely not coming from comets. And there have been various hypotheses and theories about this, which we've actually done videos on this in the past, and we may do a future video specifically geared toward the WOW signal, and we can kind of update you with what's happened since then, other signals that have been found, and yeah, well, I think we'll definitely do a video on that in the future. For a lot of you who may be new to the channel, I know there's a lot of stuff we've done past videos on that a lot of you haven't seen. I mean, we've put out hundreds upon hundreds of videos, and a lot of you who are maybe new to the research haven't got a chance to learn everything that we've spoken about. So we will definitely go back in future and recover some of the things that we did back in the early days of our channel. So again, amazing new signal found. Very strange. We have just discovered this new alien planet, Proxima b. Scientists are still completely stumped about Tabby's star, which is losing light. They can't figure out what is blocking the light coming from it, and now we have this new signal, which they are going to be monitoring. It's going to be discussed at the International Astronautical Congress in Mexico next month, and it will certainly be a topic for further reports on this channel, so be sure to watch out for those, and we will post updates as soon as we get them. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Strange times, exciting times. And as our technology advances, it's only going to be a matter of time before we are officially proven right. Disclosure will come in one form or another, and we will finally prove all the skeptics and the haters wrong, because that's exactly what they are. So thanks for stopping by. Be sure to hit the like and share button on your way out. I really appreciate it. And stick around because we've got a lot more coming. Stay safe, guys.